Hello, Teacher Barbara here. So, there have been some questions asked in the Facebook groups about what kind of games to play because we all know that we can play tic-tac-toe or hangman with our kids. It's nice and easy to do on the white screens, or tic-tac-toe really can be played on any screen. But after so many sessions of tic-tac-toe and hangman, it gets really tiring. So, I have some ideas for some great games to expand. So the first one is super tic-tac-toe. So for this one, you want to draw a big tic-tac-toe screen, and in each individual box, you'll put a little tic-tac-toe game. The ideal is to beat the little game, and if you do, that square becomes yours, the big square. So the whole ideal is to play like 9 games of tic-tac-toe. And your board will look something like this. And if you look, I got a tic-tac-toe, oh, wrong side, tic-tac-toe, the X, so the X got the big square. This one, the O got the big square. And the great thing is you can play this on any of the boards at once. You don't have to play one at a time. So it's really challenging to try to figure out how you're going to do that. So another thing that I thought about, if you Google printable Mad Libs, I love Mad Libs. I do them with my kids all the time. Print them out, laminate it so you can reuse it, and then use it with your kids. This is great for the older level kids who know their adjectives, their nouns, their colors, favorite music, and they can understand all this. And then once you fill it all out, you can read back the funny story that you guys created together. Another thing you can do is Sudoku, not the big 9x9 that's going to take a bazillion years. You can actually make and you can Google for it if you want, or you can do it yourself. Just make a small 4x4 square. Make sure you have the answers ahead of time. You might have to explain it to the kids, but I think even some of the younger kids might be able to figure it out. So you would just do the 4x4 square, and it shouldn't take that long for them to do it. And again, if you just have a couple of them printed out ahead of time, you could use it over and over again. Another ideal, Pictionary, win, lose, or draw type game. You can each come up with your own ideals, preferably something from the lesson. And just draw it out. Who cares if it's stick figures? I draw horribly. And you know what's funny is that my kids actually enjoy seeing how horrible I draw them. They think it's hilarious. And then they draw me horribly. But it's a game, it's fun, and it can be very quick. So now here's one last game. It'll take a little time, so I mean this is probably if you have about 5 minutes or more left. You would need a dice to throw. The name of the game is called Cootie. So for Cootie, the whole ideal is for you to draw a bug before the student, or the other way around, the student to draw a bug before you. If you throw the dice, whatever number you get decides what part of the body you get to draw. Like number 1 would be the body. Number 2 would be the head. Number 3 would be the antennas, a hat, a bow, anything for the head. Number 4 would be the eyes. Number 5 would be a mouth, teeth, a tongue, something along that line. And number 6 would be the legs and the feet. And what's great, this can be done with younger kids, especially those that are in the level 2 that are learning about the different body parts. They're learning about the face. So you could draw a face. The first person to get the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, the hair. It's really, I mean, you can do it with anything. You could make Hello Kitty, superhero, whatever your child desires. Anyways, I just thought those would be some great games that people could play. And that's about it.